Buongiorno ragazzi, welcome to a new Italian 101 video. Today's topic is quite simple and important. L'ora, or the time. We're going to study today how to tell the time in Italian. First, of course, we need to do a little review of the numbers. So please pronounce after me. Uno. Uno. Due. Due. Tre. Tre. Quattro. Let me hear that double T. Quattro. Cinque. Remember, C with I sounds ch. Soft sound of the C, right? Cinque. Sei. Sei. Sette. Another double T. Sette. Otto. Yet another double T. Otto. Nove. 10. 11. Notice the accent there. 11. 12. 12. 13. 13. 14. 14. 15. 15. 16. 16. 17. 17. 18. 18. 19. 19. 20. 20. And then, of course, you just start combining, right? 21, 22, 23, 24, right? So let's do some more of the tens. After 20, we have 30, 30, 40, 40, 50, 50, 60, double S, right? Make it long. 60. Okay. So of course we could keep on reviewing numbers, but this is as far as we need to go for telling time because an hour has 60 minutes, right? L'ora ha 60 minuti. So let's move on to how you ask in Italian what time it is. We have two options for this question. We can ask che ora è. Remember, please, CH uses the hard sound of the C. Che ora è. Or we can also ask che ore sono. Che ore sono. Either of these is good. They both mean the same thing. They mean what time is it? Okay? So, how do we answer the question? That is the main topic for today. L'ora in italiano, how do you tell time? So let's divide the day in two sections. first we're going to have the section in which it's morning, right? And then we have the section in which it's night. Basically, from 12 a.m. to 12 p.m. and then from 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. So, but let's start at a moment where people wake up. Okay? So let's start at 6. That's what we have at the top left corner, right? How would you answer the question, che ora è or che ore sono if it's 6 a.m. in the morning? Well, the answer is sono le 6 di mattina. Sono le 6 di mattina. Okay? Please notice that we're starting the answer by using the verb essere, right? Sono is the form of essere for loro, means they are, right? Le sei is the 6, right? Di mattina, of the morning, right? So literally we're saying they are the 6 of the morning, right? Sono le 6 di mattina, right? Or in English you would say it's 6 in the morning, right? You don't say in the morning in Italian, you say of the morning, right? Di mattina. So almost always we answer sono le, and then followed by the number, followed by di, and followed lastly by the moment of the day that it is, either mattina, morning, or pomeriggio, afternoon, or sera or notte, right? Evening or night. So for example, 7:15 a.m., still in the morning, you can say sono le 7:15 di mattina, right? 7 and 15. Or just like in English, you can say 7:15. So in Italian they use this a lot. You can say sono le 7:15 di mattina. Then moving down, 8:20 a.m. Sono le 8:20 di mattina. Please don't forget the sono le, right? In informal Italian, I guess you can totally forget it, right? If someone asks you che ora è, you can say le 8:20 di mattina, right? Without the sono le, right? But we are trying to learn the complete formal answer. So sono le 8:20 di mattina, 8:20 in the morning, right? Notice the e, right, which means and. So 8:20 is 8 and 20, right? 9 a.m. sono le 9 di mattina, right? We just changed the number. How about 10:30, right? You can say sono le 10:30 di mattina, right? But when it's the middle of the hour, you can say also le 10:30. That mezza means half, right? So 10 and a half. Sono le 10:30 di mattina. 11:45, you can say sono le 11:45. That's not what I wrote there, right? But that means it's 11:45. You can also say sono le 12 meno un quarto. It's a rather technical way of saying it, right? That means basically 12 minus 15, right? Some people still say those kinds of things in English, right? Le 12 meno un quarto, all 12 minus a quarter, right? Now at 12 in the morning, you can say sono le 12, right? But probably everybody would say what it says here, è mezzogiorno. Let's pronounce that one. Mezzogiorno. Mezzogiorno vuol dire noon, right? So it's noon. Notice that we changed the verb. First we were saying sono, sono, sono. Now we said e, right? And same thing happens with 1. E luna di pomeriggio. So please remember this. With mezzogiorno and with uno, you say e, right? And then also we will see how we say midnight. Mezzanotte, you would also say e. In every other case, you say sono. Okay? So è mezzogiorno for noon, e luna di pomeriggio for 1 in the afternoon. How about 2:22 in the afternoon, right? So sono le, right? It's not 1 anymore, it's not noon, so we switch to sono again. Sono le 2:22 di pomeriggio. Notice we switch to pomeriggio since 1 in the afternoon, right? That's when you switch to afternoon. Hmm? Then sono le 3:30 di pomeriggio, or le 3:30. Then sono le 4 di pomeriggio. And sono le 5 di pomeriggio. Okay? That's the pomeriggio. Hmm? Now let's go to the other section because it's starting to get late. So at 6 p.m. you switch to sera. Okay? 6 p.m. sono le 6 di sera. 6 in the evening. 7:15, but p.m. sono le 7:15 di sera. O 7:15. 8:20 sono le 8:20 di sera. Right? I would say after 8 you can change to notte. But in my experience they say sera a lot more when they're telling you the time. Okay? Sono le 8:20 di sera. Then 9 sono le 9 di sera. Then 10:30 sono le 10:30 di sera or le 10:30. Right? 11:45 you can say sono le 11:45. You can also say le 12 meno un quarto. Right? Now look at the next one. How about 12 p.m. Right? That's midnight. Right? So you can say mezzanotte. Notice the double Z and the double T, right? Mezzanotte, very strong word. I love it actually. That means midnight, right? And now notice that we're switching to mattina again, right? Just like in English. After midnight, even if the sun is not up yet, it has become the morning, right? So 1 a.m. is luna di mattina. Right? With one you say 2:22 sono le 2:22 di mattina. 3:30 sono le 3:30 or 3:30 di mattina. 4 a.m. sono le 4 di mattina. 5 a.m. sono le 5 di mattina. Okay? This is how you tell the time in Italian. In short, the question, what time is it? You can ask it in two ways. You can either say che ore sono or che ora è. And the answer, how do you answer that question? You always start with sono le, unless it's one, in which you start with e. Right? You also say e when you want to say mezzogiorno, which is noon, or mezzanotte. Right? So e mezzogiorno, it's noon. E mezzanotte, it's midnight. E luna, it's one. With all others, sono le. Sono le 12. Sono le 3. Sono le 5. Sono le 9. Okay? And then, if you want to tell the moment of the day as well, the part of the day, for AM you say di mattina. For PM you say di pomeriggio. Basically, in the afternoon, right? And then after 6 you say di sera. And sometimes they use di notte for very early in the morning, right? So you could say luna di notte and that would be 1 in the morning. Although to me it seems more typical to say luna di mattina. Okay? Che ore sono or che ora è? You answer sono le, except when it's 1, in which case you say è, and then you do the numbers, right? È l'1:22, sono le 8:31, sono le 9:15, sono le 2:10. Ok? Grazie ragazzi. A dopo.